You ever start telling somebody about a video that you saw, and then you go to try to find that video, that one part that's somewhere in that video, and you can't quite figure out where it was, or even if you're in the right video at all? Man, that's kind of a tough experience. Video has historically been kind of difficult to search within and understand or determine where in that video something was being talked about, but not anymore. We have all of these amazing tools available to us to be able to analyze, assess, and return results from transcripts of the videos so that it makes searching video contents really easy. And so we have an example repo here we're calling SupaSearch, which is our solution example for combining Mux video with Supabase powered backend for the function handling and the database to be able to offer semantic searching for your Mux videos. So we're using here the Demuxed Video Archive. Demuxed is a conference about video tech and has tons of video technical talks, years of videos that we can search through here. And if we just take a look at this example, what we'll be able to do is show you how this app works. We can search the catalog of historical Demuxed videos, the talks that came from that conference, and I'll show you a little bit about how this app was built behind the scenes. So let's dig in. So here we have the Demuxed Video Archive. We have a huge search box here that we can't miss. And we can also use some of these example queries of where maybe we can start our searches off. So I'm just going to click on one of these example queries for adaptive bitrate, and this is going to load up a search results for that query just like that out of the box. So we are going to here check the Supabase embeddings that we have stored and find results that are similar to the query that we've just generated. So when I go through this, you can kind of see here underneath that we're analyzing the video in the background to figure out where in this video was something mentioned related to the query that I had submitted. So we are behind the scenes, we are submitting this whole transcript of this video off to be analyzed by an LLM and say, hey, this is what the user is searching. Here's what the transcript of this video includes. Can you find the moments in this transcript, which does include the timestamps for the video? And just return back the clips that is where within this video this topic is being discussed, and we can kind of see those sort of piling in like a waterfall type approach for each individual video result, which is pretty cool. So if I have adaptive bitrate here, I can click on this first result, and it's going to load up the video at that time and allow me to watch this particular talk on adaptive bitrate. Which is a great presentation and super relevant to what my search term was about here. Perfect. So this is all working. How is this even possible? How does this magic even work these days? Well, there is a technical approach. It's not all just magic. Here behind the scenes, we're using Inngest to orchestrate the background jobs, but we are also using Supabase to store the data about the video, and the chunks for what we do is take the transcript to kind of break it up, because these talks can be kind of long, 20, 30, 40 minutes. So we break them up into smaller chunks and create embeddings for these chunks that can be then searched against when the user submits the query on the front end. So here's just a quick look at what that flow kind of looks like when Mux has a video asset track ready event fired off from the webhooks. It's handled by the Supabase function here, where we get additional information about that video. We then are storing that additional information, everything here. We have the chunks that we've created through GPT-5, storing that in our table, and we also have a videos table that stores a title, description, topic, and the Mux asset ID so we can refer to it later. Then at query time, when the user submits a query, here, for example, we have web components video player. We are then turning that query into an embedding, and we are going to search all of the chunks that we have to see, hey, do we have any results that are similar to this user's query? If so, we're going to return those as soon as possible back to the UI with like, yes, There was a detected video that talks about this topic. We don't know where in the video yet this was talked about, but it is certainly talked about to some degree, or something similar is being mentioned here. That's when we then make another query behind the scenes off to GPT-5 to assess the auto-generated VTT, or the subtitles from that video that does include the timestamps for each individual moment that those different subtitles need to occur or appear within the video, and say, given these timestamps, these subtitles, and this user's query, please give us output in this sort of shape here that tells us what video has what clips at what time, and when is the start, when does the stop. And then the snippet is sort of a description or a summary of what that clip includes and entails. So that's kind of how this is working under the hood. We are using the Mux Supabase adapter to sort of orchestrate our Supabase schema. Has everything set up behind the scenes and really configured pretty easily. And this has been a really interesting way to allow us to enable search within the actual contents of the video. This whole repo is open source. There's a blog post about it written by Dylan, and check it out. There's a really interesting way to allow for a better user experience in finding the content that your viewers are looking for within the videos that you create or that your users create in your app. So thanks for watching this video. Hopefully this was a helpful overview of how SupaSearch works, and better get searching. See you next time.